everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katie, and this is The Mo and Katie Show. We're two friends from two different worlds, coming together in harmony for one podcast. We're random, ridiculous, and have been taking humor seriously since 2018.
Each week, we'll share two positive news stories, a quirky fact, today's weird holiday, a shared experience, and we may even play a game, all while punning the crap out of each other.
No, you can't say that.
Fine.
It's
The Mo and Katie Show.
Gratitude, humor, positivity. Hey, everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katie, and this is The Mo and Katie Show.
Podcast.
Oh.
That's new.
Wow.
I'm tired.
It's episode 81 of The Mo and Katie Show. It is June. Happy June.
Happy birthday month.
Busting out all over. My birthday's busting out all over.
That's not your birthday.
Happy June, listeners.
Yay.
Yeah, we've got some people who touch base with us and tell us that they're listening on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah. Thank you for being regular.
That's right.
And to all your irregulars, start listening.
And, you know, we didn't catch her name, but we went to some trivia the other night at the Crooked Crab Brewery, and a new person, started following us.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't catch her name, though.
What's your name?
New person
Louder?
who is sitting behind us we hope you're there. And touch base with us via email or Facebook and let us know who you are so we can give you a proper shout out.
Please.
Because that's very important. So
Yes.
how's your June going so far, Moe?
Good.
Good?
I don't know. I went to Hershey Park last week.
Yes, you did. We took a bye week last week because it was my birthday. And Mo really threw me an amazing party. She pulled all these details together, all these friends together. We went to Hershey Park. We rode roller coasters. What did we learn? What did Kelly teach us about the roller coasters?
Attack the hill.
Attack the hill.
Yep. So
you're coming down the hill, you lean forward and attack the hill. And then it doesn't zip your tummy so bad. So yeah, we had a good time.
Did you just say zip your tummy? What the
That's
hell
a term I used to use when my boys were little. You go over the hill, you're driving and you go over a hill and it makes your tummy feel funny. It zips your tummy.
No one's ever heard of that.
Doing all new things. It's a new half century. Doing all new things. Well,
Zipping your tummy.
Hershey Park.
Zipping your tummy.
And
attacking the hills.
Attacking the hills. All things going on in the world. Moe, tell us what else is going on in the world.
Okay, I picked a story. And I don't know if it's really going to resonate with you, but I think it'll
Okay.
resonate with a lot of listeners.
Good.
So, this is talking about people who like to bargain hunt.
Oh, man.
And that was sarcasm before, because this one will always tell you where she got something and how much she paid for it.
Reword that.
How
How little I paid for it. Or how much I saved.
Yeah. So in a recent survey of 2,000 U.S. adults, because I think this is a U.S. phenomenon, more than half said that they consider being called cheap a compliment. I've never called you cheap. I'm just saying you always tell me.
True. Go ahead. I was going to say I prefer the word frugal.
Anyway, tomato.
Or thrifty.
Yeah, but they talk about this place called Ollie's.
You're speaking all my love languages today.
Yep.
I just took my sister to Ollie's for the first time. She was visiting for my birthday, and when I was trying to decide where we were going to go, and I was like, I'm taking you to Ollie's. So I took her, got her a bagel, and then I took her to Ollie's.
I'm just going to read the headline of the article because I think this one will just interpretive dance embody it.
I will try to.
Most Americans are proud to be labeled a bargain hunter, saying finding great deals is a true mood booster.
Oxytocin. Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm
Put your hand down.
verklempt.
Her tummy's being zipped. If you know what I mean.
Zip your tummy.
Please don't zip my tummy. Anyway, yeah, it just talks about like that people so like what do you consider a good deal? Like what is it, just any amount of money off, or is it a certain percentage, or what?
I really like a deal when you can find how much something actually costs and realize that you paid like a fraction, like if you paid less than 50%.
So that's exactly what they said is
really
50% is typically.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. But it's not just the deal. For ollies and for thrift stores, it's the thrill of the hunt. You never know what you're going to find when you go. You're going to find something that is one of a kind.
Do you want to talk about what you found this week?
I do want to talk about what I found this week. Okay, so excuse me. If you are someone who thrifts, you may have heard of the phenomenon called finding your house hippo. It's a thing among thrifters. Especially there's a specific group on Facebook that I belong to. People always posting pictures of their house hippo. So I decided that with it being my 50th birthday, my birthday weekend, I was going to find my house hippo. And very long story and multiple thrift store story, I did find my house hippo and I brought her home and her name is Henrietta and she's lovely. What? I'm very happy I found my house hippo. And I found a lot of other thrifty stuff in the meantime too. How do you feel about my house hippo, Mo? Does it look like you have a lot you want to say right now?
Nope, Congratulations.
She's cool though. I sent a picture of her. She's a bank.
Perfect. Now, the only thing that would have made this story better is if you opened up Henrietta or looked inside Henrietta and found like $100 bill.
Oh, that'd be cool. I haven't looked inside yet.
Well, look inside your house hippo. Zip her tummy, if you know what I'm saying.
I will post a picture of my house hippo, Henrietta, because she's
just
very
post
cute.
a picture of the $100 bill that's inside the house hippo. That's
What if
all
I put a
wanna see.
$100 bill in and then just like, oh, look what I found.
Then
No,
you owe me
not so
50.
much.
Yeah, half of that.
All right. Well, very closely related to the hippo is the rhino. And actually, while I was looking for my house hippo, I saw everything but hippos. I saw
Did
giraffes.
you see hippo butts?
You just cuz. Now you're gonna have to bleep it. Goodness gracious. It is funny though. So I would see giraffes, zebras, bears, chickens, dogs, rhinos. It took a long time to find a hippo. But I want to tell you today about a rhino, which I did
just
see.
said hippo butt again.
Well, so I want to talk to you about Jody. She is a black rhino. And the sub headline of this article is From Poop to Papaya. She is the ultimate recycler. So Jody is a 31-year-old rhino at Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay, and she loves papayas and fruit. And ever since she was a pup, she has been a part of Busch.
A hippopotamus, a baby.
No, rhino pup.
Oh.
So many things she wants to say. But what happens is she eats the papayas, including the seeds, and then they are noticing that papaya trees are growing.
In her pen? In her kennel?
Exactly. But it is made, Busch Gardens is officially now recognized as a composting facility because of her efforts in
Well, that's kind of rude. So Busch Gardens is taking credit for the rhinos?
for Jody, for Jody's hard
Papaya
work.
poops?
That's right. I mean, she has done a really
I
good
knew
job.
it was coming.
I didn't know if you had heard about her before.
Oh my God.
but
I'm going to give you 2 seconds to stop.
I'm flush with excitement. All right. Well, so anyway, thank you, Jody. 31 years old. That's like pretty old for a rhino. It's no 50, but it's pretty
That's what you're taking away from the article.
old now that she poops papaya and she recycles. So Jody, the black
She
rhino.
doesn't poop papayas.
She poops the seeds.
Right. That's different than pooping a papaya. If you're pooping a papaya, please call a doctor.
You might need to get your tummy zipped. Just saying. Attack the hill. Okay. So let's move on. Let's move on to
Please.
the quirky fact. Now, I don't know a whole lot about sports ball, Moe. Not my strong suit.
Well, then maybe don't do a quirky fact.
But
she's gonna do it.
But is it baseball season? Is that a true fact? It's baseball season, yes?
Sure. Yes, Katie, it is.
It's baseball season. So my quirky fact is about baseball.
Why would you do a quirky fact about things you don't?
Well, because I thought it was interesting and I'm trying to be all timely and appropriate. And I thought you would be impressed, but apparently you're not. So
Be inappropriate. That's why I'd be impressed.
So here is my quirky fact. Baseball umpires used to sit in rocking chairs when they would umpire the games.
Why?
Well, people have been playing baseball since the mid-19th century. Notice the good research here.
Okay, you haven't answered my
That's
question.
for you, Saru. In the early days, umpires would officiate the games while reclining in a rocking chair 20 feet behind home plate. I think just because they could, because it's a long game.
Why a rocking chair?
By 1878, the National League declared that home teams had to start paying the umpires $5 a game. So I'm wondering if that's why they started standing up. But when they started umping, they would sit in a rocking chair 20 feet.
If I'm sitting in a rocking chair, you're going to start paying me $5 a game? Mm-hmm. I'm going to sit in a rocking chair. What?
Well, that was in the 1800s. It's probably a lot more than that now. I don't know what umpires make.
That's not the point. Oh my God.
You need a nap.
I do.
Somebody hosting the podcast today is a little cranky.
I can see you pointing at me, right? Yeah.
Anyway, that's my quirky fact that baseball umpires used to sit in rocking chairs.
And when did they stop doing that?
It doesn't say exactly when they stopped doing it, but they did start getting paid in 1878.
Somewhere Juliana and Carrie are jumping at the speaker.
That's right. Sorry. I tried.
Okay.
At least it's about baseball and it's June, so there's that.
Okay.
Moe, tell us what today is.
Today is National Mascot Day.
Baseball. See?
Okay. Actually, no. Do you know what the president's race is for the Nationals, the baseball team, the Washington?
Yeah.
So they have the presidents, the mascots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I've always wanted to be a mascot. I thought that'd be so cool.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I thought that'd be so cool. But I learned something aside from this cute little
It's
picture.
kind of scary looking.
I'm just so cute. It's celebrated on the 17th of June.
Okay.
Every June 17th. But I did not know this. The word mascot is from the French word mascot.
Mescal.
Sure.
Mescal.
Yeah. Used to describe things that bring good
That's
luck.
my French face. Mescal.
Do you want to just keep looking at yourself saying mascot?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to play this tortilla
Hey,
challenge
good
with my iPad. No, yeah. So the word mascot is used to describe things that bring good luck.
Oh.
I thought that was cool.
That is cool. So they're
Just
considered
every day is a
good
school
luck.
day, yeah.
Every day
Is a school day. You're welcome.
You know, one of the coolest things in my life that's happened is I had the privilege in 2017 of singing the national anthem at an Orioles game. When I was done, I got a thumbs up or a wings up from the Oriole bird.
Aww.
That was cool.
Was he in a rocking chair? Oh, no.
was
Because it wasn't the 1800s and he wasn't umpiring the game.
Anyway.
Happy National Mascot Day.
Happy National Mascot. Who is your high school mascot?
Cavalier.
What did he look like? Like a helmet?
No, like a
Yeah.
cavalier, like a Three Musketeer.
Oh, okay. Ours was a Spartan, and he had like a helmet, and it looked like a mohawk on his helmet.
Yeah, we've seen the condoms.
But you know what? Oh my gosh. We didn't have a mascot costume when I was in high school, but my high school has one now. And his name is Sparty, and I'm kind of jealous that I never got to hang out with Sparty.
You can still hang out with Sparty. It's just a little awkward that there's a 50-year-old woman hanging out with some high schoolers, but whatever.
I need a tortilla right now. All right, Maui. So speaking of, 50 years old, speaking of things that are outdated,
Wow.
we're going to share with you some literature that we each have a piece of literature that we would like to share from you. And the theme of this is etiquette. But this is outdated etiquette. Right?
Okay, so yeah, let me tell you a little story about my book here first. So when I was working in the Pentagon, we were moving offices, and when I was cleaning out my old desk, which had been multiple people's desks, I came across the Air Force Wife Handbook. Now, you don't say Air Force Wife anymore, you say Air Force Spouse. And now I know we're going to talk about the date of yours. The date of my book, actually the print, this was done in 1992, which isn't really that old
not that
for some
long
of the
ago.
stuff that's in here. But yeah, so my friends and I, Joe and Cindy and my friend Tracy, we would have Air Force Wife Handbook book clubs. And we would always, you'd have to comply with something in the book. So we'll talk about etiquette. But yeah, it's good reading.
It's good stuff.
But there is some timeless stuff in here, I will say that. And as
I don't know if there's anything timeless in mine.
True statement.
True statement. Anyway. So what I have, and so my friends Allison and Kim and I were speaking at a women's conference one weekend, and we had a break, so we went into town into this quaint little used bookstore, and we found this book. It is called the Cosmo Girls Guide to New Etiquette. And best we can tell with our knowledge of Roman numerals, it's 1971, I think, MCM.
It's not even written that way.
Anyway.
It's written like a Super Bowl number.
But there's some stuff in here that is just almost like embarrassing that it used to be the
I'm
standard.
embarrassed for your people.
So we're going to just share some snippets and discuss. So would you like to start us off?
Some of them I do want to say there is some good stuff in here.
Okay.
But I do want to share just some interesting stuff. I don't know that so the one of them is talking about like when you host and stuff like that. And I didn't know this.
Okay.
I actually didn't know this in Air Force culture, but they're talking about dessert and coffee. The senior lady has the honor of being first. She may be invited to serve herself from the buffet table or be served the first dessert or cup of coffee.
I'd be like, Brant.
But hold on.
Oh.
Alternatively, the hostess may ask the senior lady or a good friend to serve the coffee, since being asked to pour is an honor.
Oh.
And there's actually a hierarchy of drinks. Like if you are asked to pour the coffee, that's the highest ranking drink to pour.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a rank of drinks, but I did not know
it's
that.
the hottest? Because it's the most caffeinated? Is that
No, actually no, because the most people will want it.
Oh, so it gives you the most chance to interact.
Isn't that
So it's all
crazy?
about like status.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Okay, you go.
Okay.
That's-
Oh gosh, there's
this
even the table of contents in here it's just ridiculous. So I was reading to you earlier about there is a chapter called "Why I Wear My False Eyelashes to Bed," and it's all about makeup. And basically, the idea is that you should never let anyone, specifically a man, see you without makeup on.
not just any man, construction workers and your husband.
And this writer says, I do not wear makeup, quote, because I look about 12 years old without it. I wear makeup because my eyes are too small, my nose is too big, and my complexion is too complex. That's kind of actually a nice play on words. I am not repulsive in my... Okay, I'm sorry. No credit for that. I am not repulsive in my natural state. I'm just plain. Terribly plain. So, like, God forbid we should look, like ourselves. But, like, all kinds of, like, what...
Wait. It's just...
okay, I have to read this part. So this is about the hospital.
This is still in the chapter of why you should wear your false eyelashes to bed.
The hospital. Hospitals insist that no makeup during childbirth and surgery. To me, this is a needless cruelty and is not only demoralizing to the patient and depressing to her visitors, it may actually prove to be detrimental to her physical condition. How then can we fight off the antiseptic-soaked washcloth? Scream, I say. Shout the nurse down. If you are too timid to resist, my advice is to delay admittance until the last possible moment.
Oh my God.
So yeah, like your appendix has already burst.
Or you have a baby and like
Yeah.
one hand is coming out. Just wait.
Yeah, just hang tight, even if you have to go in as an emergency case. Remember, if your condition is drastic enough, they'll operate on you anyway. They won't care that you're wearing mascara.
I can't even with this
I
book.
know. It talks about having your essentials with you in the car in case you're unconscious when they bring you in.
Oh, do they talk about, like, didn't your mom always tell you, not your mom, everybody's mom tell you have to wear, like, clean underwear in case you're, does it say anything about that?
There is something about underwear in here that I'll...
Avoid shower caps at all costs. I look like a growth in one, and I've never seen a girl who didn't. A nice Turkish towel in bright colors wrapped turban style will look glamorous and protect your hair too.
There you go.
Wow. And then the next line I see
I was
says...
going to say, so, okay, if you have little ones listening, earmuffs. The bed. Virginity is not all that is lost in bed.
Oh my...
More makeup disappears here than anywhere else. And the bed is where you need it the most. I can't. This is just so awful.
Again, if you
It's
have
so
little
awful.
ones, earmuffs still.
Sorry.
Beauty is only a light switch away. Where is that in the book?
I don't know. I think we'll
Let's go back to
the slightly less awful book over there.
So, okay, so this is one thing that I thought is actually very timely.
Okay.
So it talks about taking a hostess a gift when you have dinner in someone's house.
Okay.
Says typical gifts are flowers, perhaps from your own garden.
Perhaps.
Wine, candy, hostess soap, which I don't know what that is, but it makes me think of a ding dong.
Soap made of ho-hos. It's Twinkie soap.
How many hoes are in your soap? Just the two. If anybody needs soap, it's a hoe. Note paper or homemade goodies. And they talk about like thanks, and they said just like written thanks,
Sure.
a phone call. Just like there's some stuff that I think is it's appropriate. Like I like the fact that they talk about this. Where's the other one?
There's seated dinners, buffets.
Yeah, the gentleman on your left should seat you. So clearly all these dinners are boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Which means
You're at the kids' table? Is that what's happening there?
Yeah. Go ahead.
There's a quiz. I'm trying to see if... All right, so I'm going to ask you some quiz questions.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. So you stayed overnight at the home of your future mother-in-law. What is most correct? A, write a thank you note. B, telephone your thanks. Or C, send a gift.
Let's see, this was written 1970. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's send a gift with a photo of how good a lover her son is.
So A is correct, the thank you note, but C is acceptable, although it's better to have brought the gift when you visited.
Oh, trick question.
Trick question. Yes. All right, when introducing your stepchildren, just a regular Tuesday for you, would you refer to them as my husband's children?
Are they your husband's children?
My stepchildren, or Bobby and Susie? Unless their names aren't Bobby and Susie, then it's
what are
super
they?
awkward.
What's her face and Ding-a-ling?
That's right. What do you think is the correct one?
Probably my stepchildren.
Something like, I'd like you to meet Bobby and Susie is more comfortable for everyone. People assume they're your children, or if they don't know the situation.
Now we're about making everybody comfortable?
That's pretty much. Children don't like to be different. So
from each other, or
all kinds of good things in here.
Let me
continue on.
I will. So this is talking about just the things that you have in your house.
Okay.
Specifically bamboo lap trays. Bamboo lap trays are a boon to Air Force hostesses. I'm not even sure if that's a good thing.
Like a boon mic, or
I don't know, boon. Like Daniel Boone, minus the raccoon hat. However, they need to be protected from staining with a coat or two of varnish on the tops and bottoms. So maybe if you're going to varnish something, top and bottom.
That's right.
And then the other thing, also, since wives often lend trays to one another for large parties, put your initials on the bottom of each tray using indelible ink or a waterproof magic marker.
There you go.
You're welcome.
The care and feeding of your bamboo tray. If you're going to the big city...
Define big city.
20 tips on making friends in the big city. One of them is, let's see, where was it? Put an ad in the paper.
Saying what?
Have antique lamp. Must sell immediately. Even if you don't have the lamp, the responses will prove to be intriguing.
Who wrote this? This is like Craigslist. This is how people get murdered on Craigslist.
Always go to the beach totally prepared. Food and drink, radio, suntan lotion, and cigarette lighter. So anyone can have a marvelous excuse from borrowing things from you. Gather a list of the most eligible bachelors in town. Then call each and say you'd like to interview him for Cosmopolitan.
So lie.
Join a picket line or go on a peace march. Hashtag 70s.
What is happening?
Look into a women's lib chapter. Even radical girls know members of the opposite sex.
I can't even.
I know.
I
so
got
much to say. I have one more. Go ahead. It's your turn.
No, go ahead.
I'm
ill prepared. I can tell you how to set up your coffee tray. It's all right here.
Where was
my goodness. I can't even.
Now again, this might be a little bit
risque.
PG-13. Yeah, the further you get in the book, the more racy it gets.
Yeah, baby.
It is Cosmo, after all.
Why didn't you start in the back then?
I do. I will read these with much editing.
No!
Things to do with your hands that men like.
That's a chapter?
Pull up his pillow. Section is grapefruit.
Does it literally say... That's the first... Okay.
So on his raw, wobbly buttons.
Wait.
I keep hitting this. I'm
okay,
sorry.
listen, wait. Give me your book. The name of the chapter is Things to Do with Your Hands That Men Like. And the first thing is Section Your Pillow, and the second thing is Section His Grapefruit.
Fluff his pillow, section his grapefruit. Count his ribs.
His ribs? Wait, you gotta read it right. Polish and sort his cufflinks.
Shake hands with his ex-wife.
Okay, what's the name of the chapter again? Things to do with your hands that men like. Hey, baby, will you shake hands with my ex-wife? Punish his calluses? Pumice. Sorry. Okay. Tie him up and tickle him. What? Reach for him in the pool. What? This is the dumbest book. My book wins.
Oh, your book does win. Type him a love letter. Type it on your typewriter. Sock it to him playfully with a pillow.
Take off your bra. Take off his. What?
Oh, this is fantastic.
I got nothing.
What not to say while
Coloring.
I forgot to send in the income tax payment.
No, I'm gonna read it. You let go.
I'm trying to edit. This is a family show.
Is it though? Speaking of making families, here's what not to say while making a family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell, I forgot to send in the income tax payment. Number 2. Will you section my grapefruit? Sorry. Number 2. Hang on. I'm going to read the line, but give me a moment to dissect it, okay?
Okay.
The second thing, what not to say while making a family is, you're doing it wrong again. So,
Again.
Not, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong again.
I think this one is my favorite.
Gee, you've put on weight over the holidays. You forgot to brush your teeth. Don't kiss me.
Don't kiss me.
Let's finish this. I'm getting bored. Oh, this it's kind of like a write in your own.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you have some special ones of your own. Stop.
So,
Whoa.
if you would,
For God's sakes. Nope.
No. I think it would be nice if we want to have a little book club. I mean, you mentioned the book club. If you would like to join us on a Zoom call,
Yes.
And we will do
Dramatic readings.
dramatic readings from the Cosmo Girls Guide to New Etiquette.
And
I'll invite Allison because she was part of finding this book.
I will varnish your bamboo trays.
Yeah, she will.
And I will polish his cufflinks. Is that a euphemism for something?
Wow, you gained weight over the holidays.
Well, that was mean.
Well, that's our show today, folks.
Yeah, I think we've...
So I think a good call to action, do you have anything you found like this that is just terribly outdated to the point where it's funny, but almost like sad and ridiculous at the same time that people actually used to live by?
But do you also wonder like what today is going to be sad and ridiculous tomorrow?
True. That's true. Things have changed a lot. So I will go ahead and I'm doing a throwback today for the gratitude quote.
Oh, so you're just reusing one? That's shoddy.
But I ran into this one and it is one of my absolute favorite gratitude quotes. So I thought I would bring it back. We would do a throwback for episode 81. And the quote is this. It is a quote by Robert Brault. I don't know if you remember this one or not. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things.
You do like that.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us today. Thanks for letting us entertain you or entertain ourselves. Not sure which one it is.
That does not sound good. Thanks for letting us polish your cufflinks.
That's right.
And
section your grapefruit.
Zip your tummy. They should write that in. Things to do with his hands that he'll love. Zip his tummy. I don't even know what that is. It sounds like a surgery, isn't
Attack the hill.
it? Attack his tummy? Attack his cufflinks?
I think you need to wrap this up.
Be grateful. Keep laughing. Stay positive.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
If you made it this far, congrats.
Woo!
You are part of our elite tribe of weirdos, and there aren't too many people who like us like you do.
But that's where we need your help. Rate, subscribe, follow, and share this podcast.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Follow us on social media and tag us in any of your Mo and Katie Show interactions.
Because we give you homework
Using the hashtag TMKSPod.
The Mo and Katie Show has been produced, edited, scripted, recorded, catered, directed, and engineered by Mo and Katie. Our theme song is It Is Fun by hooksounds.com.
Here's wishing you gratitude, humor, and positivity until we see you next time.